the main screen of the compression machine, first we go into the menu where you can select the sample type. When you select the sample type, you have options of sample cubes, cylinders, and beams. For instance, if we go for the sample cubes, you have two options where you can have already standard size samples which already been set in the machine. If we choose one of them, for example, here we have the 150 millimeter sample size cube. It's already set up the pace rate of the test according to standard for this type of size. And all we have to do is press enter, and this way we choose the sample that we want to test. If we go back to the main screen, then you have the type of machine that you can select. You can select, with this machine you can have two machines connected to the same power pack. You can have the compression machine and the beam testing machine, which is shown on the next video. If you choose the compression machine, the machine automatically will read from the load cell for the compression machine. The next configuration system, that is the system configuration, where you have the general configuration system, where you can choose if it's SI unit or metric testing, if you wanted to do automatic or manual, if it's English language, and also if you wanted to control it by PC communication. And the control parameter here, this screen will allow you to choose different control parameters such as failure threshold, where there is fluctuation of the capacity while doing the test, and also the failure detection in percentage. So the test will fail. For example, here we have chosen 15%. The test will stop immediately 15% after the failure. And then you have the zero suspension. To remove any noise at the beginning of the test, we have chosen 5 kilonewton as the zero suspension. Again, we go back to the main menu, and then the next is the calibration and test. Here, for the time being, you don't need to enter. This is only used when you are doing the calibration of the machine. Then you have the time setting and the date setting for the machine. So when you are printing out the results, you will have the right time and date on the results report. Going back to the main screen, now the test is all set to go and we are ready to do the test. And all we have to do is, once we've put the sample, is just to press start, and the machine automatically will go into live mode with a live graph showing the test in live mode. Here we have set up kilonewton, but also we can change that into megapascal, and it's a pace rate that we have chosen according to this type of sample is 15 millimeter per minute. And here you can see that the test is already started. You can see the results on the graph. You can see the graph building up, and the results are showing in kilonewton live as the test is progressing. And you can see the cube mode is starting to resist, and at the moment we have about 300 kilonewton showing on the screen. And we keep on testing until the cube will fail and break. We will see that. It's come up now to 550 kilonewton. This compression machine can come in different capacities, from 1,500 kilonewton to 2,000, 3,000, even 4,000 and 5,000 kilonewton. Obviously, the shape of the machine will be much bigger when the capacity is larger. The frame will be much more bigger and rigid. We also have the same machine in column type, also in such frame, solid frame, such as this one. Now the machine is coming up to 950 kilonewton, and you can see that the concrete block is starting to slowly crack. So now the graph is showing 1,300 kilonewton, and you can see that the graph is already visible, and the complete block is failing. So the test has failed. The concrete block have given us results of 1,552 kilonewton with the pace rate, which was set as stress, and the area of the cube molds, calculated the time, the date, and all the results are shown on the screen after the failure of result of the test. And these results can be either printed out on a printer, which you can attach from the back of the screen of the machine, or you can also save them and print them out as a report, either on a machine or on a computer, where you can save the results and keep them for later to check. At the same time, we'd like to mention that this machine, as I said before previously, that it can be connected to a flexual machine, which is also used to test beams, flagstones, and curves. Both machines are controlled from this power pack, and both of them will give you the results. Different capacities, as I said, are available for the compression machine as well as for the flexual machine. We have 100, 200, and 300 kilonewton flexual machines that are available. This is a C-type frame of a flexual machine. It's a very